has been a long week, long night, etc. or so forth. Anyway, what's going on, guys? It is iCoop88, also known as Steve, and I'm less than enthusiastic, guys, because it's been a pretty hard week. Not that it's been bad, but it's just at the time of this video recording, had just come back from spending a week down in Texas visiting my grandparents. It was a very good trip, guys. Had a lot of time to think, and not just about this channel, but about my SlyCooper88 gaming channel, and life in general, my writing, all that stuff. Sometimes familiarity breeds contempt, as they say, and in my case, I was starting to feel unhappy. I still feel unhappy, I think, with a lot of the things that are going on in my life, but I'll get into that video after I do all these, because I have a lot of things that I want to say, but this is not the format right now. As you guys can tell, it is 10:31, 2016, so it is Halloween night, guys. It is actually 8:33 p.m. here on the East Coast, because I live on the East Coast. So it's 8:33 right now, guys, so trick-or-treating, if it's not wrapping up by now, then it's probably going to go on for another hour or so. Did this kind of late, but I want to try to start clearing some stuff out because, by next spring or so, my mother wants to do a lot of renovations and a lot of cleaning in the house, get a lot of stuff, cleared out. And truth be told, you guys can't see it over my shoulder, but as my buddy Malcolm likes to call it, I'm rebuilding the fire hazard, as he calls it, which basically my closet is junked up with all these, Marvel Collector Corps and DC Legion of Collectors boxes, which I love those things to death. I love collecting them, but I'm kind of starting to see the problem where I'm very quickly, rapidly losing storage space, and I may have to start consolidating stuff or even cancel one or two of those things, and may have to end up finding them individually, paying hand over fist on eBay maybe years later. It really depends. It's funny how what started as something fun may end up, very similar to how I got my sci-fi nerd block, which you'll see another time. I'll be doing that probably in the next video or two. It might be last. I got it at the bottom because I have a pile down here of all the boxes that I'm not caught up on. But anyway, I'm sitting here rambling and I'm wasting you guys' time, and I need to get to these. So let me get caught up on the box that I should actually had for a couple of weeks, even from last month's, which was, let's see, it's October, so this was September. So this is September's box. This is called, As Seen on TV, which I'm gonna try to carefully open this. So this is all TV shows and etc. or so forth, like cartoons and whatnot. Ew, what is that? Oh, had something on my... Come on. There we go. Trying not to cut too deeply here so I can open this. Oh, I love that new package smell. There we go. Blow all that off there. And what is this? Oh, it's a nice, that's clever. I like that. Little bookmark. And it's in the style of batteries and a little clicker remote. I like that. I'm going to have to keep that. Okay, so this theme is called As Seen on TV. Let me scroll through here. And they got some good ones, guys. They really do. So, so this is, to me, a pretty good box. It's not the best one, so let's first start up with the Gambler, which is based on on a show that everybody keeps recommending that I watch, and I'm also a big fan of this particular actor, which is James Spader, and it is based on The Blacklist. Now, I will admit I have not watched The Blacklist. I've had a lot of people actually tell me that I should watch that show because not only am I a big James Spader fan, but also a lot of people said that this was right up my alley as far as, like, political thrillers and whatnot. So I'm gonna read this, and if this actually intrigues me enough, guys, I do plan on checking out the show, but this might bump up to me wanting to watch the show a little bit more if I actually like that. The second one, which ironically I got caught up on my TiVo, and I was actually trying to get through them, which it is based on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which this one is going to be pretty fun. So this is called the Coulson Protocols. So that written by Mark Guggenheim and crew. I can't really pronounce Jermaine's last name, so sorry. But this is very interesting. I kind of actually like this. I think this is going to be a fun one, not just because it's based on the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show, but I mean, you got Quake. I mean, you got Coulson in the background, you got May, you got Deathlock up front, which that's a big plus to me, Mockingbird and Quake. And then you can't see them in the very, very background, but it's like Fitz and Simmons. So I'm ready to tear into that one. So that might be good. Third one I have to laugh at, guys, because it's actually it's actually produced by IDW, and I have to laugh at it. They gave me a Garbage Pail Kids book. If none of you guys ever collected the trading cards or saw the horrendous movie that was made back in the mid to late 80s, early 90s, be a little bit glad, because it's just, if you never heard of the Garbage Pail Kids, just be careful when you do a Google search, because it's pretty disgusting. Pretty disgusting line of trading cards. Think of them as like the more raunchy version of like the Cabbage Patch Kids, because that was basically the point of them. And then of course Volume 1 from Adult Swim, which is based on Rick and Morty. Ironically, I've watched only maybe 1 or 2 episodes of Rick and Morty, but it's like I love like quoting that show. I mean Mr. Meeseeks, and just poking fun at Rick's drunken burping slander. So that, guys, that's pretty much all the books. I mean, I don't got much of a social commentary for all these books, but I'm very much intrigued with reading all of them and picking my favorites and whatnot. Some of these I might end up giving away, though, to be honest, because 3 of the 4 of these I probably might end up giving away. It really depends on how disgusting they went with the Garbage Pail Kids one. I will keep the bookmark out, though. but I will put this in here. So that is the As Seen on TV box. Not a bad one, actually. I liked a lot of the choices. They made sense. Garbage Pail Kids, it's kind of so-so, but like, you know, Blacklist, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and Rick and Morty, I was like, okay, that kind of makes sense. You know, cartoon, it's like cartoon, comic book, superhero show, and political thriller, like drama show. That's not bad. Not a bad box at all. So with that, guys, this concludes the As Seen on TV box. So I will move on to the next one. I will put this box to the side because I'm actually, at the time of this video, I am making a Christmas box for one of my coworkers. So trying to keep my bento boxes together so I can take any used books and kind of assemble stuff together. You know, be sure not to tell anybody, or I hope that they don't see this. Not that they probably will, because, you know, I won't be posting and getting caught up on vids until probably another time, if ever. Like I said, I timestamp all these. So right now it's 8:43, so Halloween is pretty much almost over for all the little kids. But I'm going to continue going through here, and hopefully by like 9:30, 10 o'clock at best, I will be done with these. This is my prediction. Because I do want to try to at least like look at some stuff before I go to bed, but I'll be honest with you guys, at the time of this video I'm pretty tired and still adjusting to time, so I may so don't be surprised if when I upload this in the next video I say that I'm tired or something. I don't know. You guys get the point. So I will see you in the next vid.